What's going on, everyone? It's Marsellis back with another video, and we gotta go over Shiba Inu today because we are at a critical line of support for Shiba Inu, and this is really gonna tell whether or not we go up or down from here. So, anyways, right here, as we can see, this is our support line. We keep coming back to the same support line over and over again. And then over here, you can see that we have our resistance all the way up here at the top. So right now, we're at a really critical line of support. So let me go over that now. So Shiba Inu price eyes 9% bounce, but she was confronted by a raft of obstacles. So Shiba Inu price could be awaiting a short-term recovery, although the prevailing technical pattern suggests indecision. Remember, this is their technical analysis. I'm not a financial advisor at all. None of this financial advice. Just going over, technical analysis from my point of view, from their point of view. And they said Sheep flashed a bottom signal at a crucial level of support, pointing to a trend reversal, which is right down here. We've been hitting the support over and over again. So only by overcoming several obstacles may Sheep see a 9% upswing. That first obstacle right now is getting past this support, just not bouncing back down to the support and just going straight up from here. That's one of the obstacles. And then the next obstacle is to break this resistance all the way up here at the 684 area, just to try to get above there, above 7, above 8. We got to get back up with Sheep because a lot has been going on with Sheep, a lot of downtrending. And right now, Sheep has been very stagnant. As you can see, we've just been trading sideways this whole time, not even up a whole percent for the day or even for the last 7 days. So Shiba Inu has been very, very stagnant right now. But anyways, it's good and bad news. It's good news because we haven't just went straight down to the bottom. We haven't been breaking our support, but we're getting closer to that. So that's why we're making this video, because if we break the support, then it's back down here to this support down here, which is the 574 area. After we break this, if we break this, hopefully we don't break this. But anyways, there's some crucial levels here. So Shiba Inu price has presented a technical pattern that suggests indecision. However, it could be targeting a 9% uptick as it nears a crucial turning point. The K9 theme token is hovering around a crucial support level, and if it holds, Sheep could see a short-term recovery. So if we hold above this, we can definitely recover from this, but we got to stay above the support level. So anyways, Shiba Inu price reset presents bottom signal at critical level. So Shiba Inu price is sealed within a symmetrical triangle pattern as indecision mounts. So currently SHIB is at the lower boundary of the governing chart pattern, which acts as a critical line of defense for the token. So Shiba Inu price would need to continue to hold above the downside trend line of the triangle and the 38.2% Fibonacci extension level at the 0.0000621 area. Yeah. Anyways, look at where they're saying there is pretty much, they're saying the support's right around here. And, I got it on here a little bit. But yeah, this is the support around 621. They say mine's all the way down here, though, around 610. But it doesn't matter because it's all around the same area. So it's still the same support. But the bulls could target the upper boundary of the prevailing chart pattern at the 674 area. So the momentum reversal indicator presented at the MRI bottom signal at Shiba Inu price tagged the triangle's lower boundary, adding credence to the bullish thesis. So as you can see here, this is the price they're talking about. This is all of the support lines they're talking about. So we have the support right here that I'm talking about, and they got it at 606, and mine's at like 610 over here. Yeah, somewhere around there, the same area. And then they got the other support line here, the second support line, which comes all the way down to that 580 area that I was talking about. Then you got the whole resistance line that they're talking about all the way up here. It's at the 675 area. So yeah, we got a lot to do with Shiba Inu. There's a lot to do when we're talking about the technicals here. So anyways, the Shiba Inu price 9% jump could be coming, but we definitely need to stay above the support in order for that to happen. And anyways, 9% isn't too much. So even when that 9% comes, we're going to have a lot to do to get past, the next crucial level of resistance. So there's a lot going on inside the whole Shiba army. So let's move on to the next thing. 612,000 people are now holding Shiba Inu. That's 612,239. And go ahead and refresh this. And 612,236. So some people actually sold out of Shiba Inu within the last 5 minutes. That's crazy. But let's move on to this next thing with Shiba Inu. So Sheep Army, are you ready? So people have been whale watching. They've been reporting what the whales have been doing, and this is the latest whale statistic. And we can just go straight over here and look at this on Twitter. So as you can see here, it says sheep up 61%, 0.61%, and it's not up 0.61% anymore. But anyways, sheep trading volume 200 million. But what they're talking about is the top 1,000 Ethereum wallets, and they've seen that 352,000 went in, but zero went out of one of the top, sheep wallets. But I don't know if that's a big statement or not. I mean, $352,000 out of all the money that's flowing through sheep, which is a few million or a few billion right now, 2.6 billion, I believe. But yeah, I guess 352,000 is not enough. It's not enough at all compared to what's inside a sheep. But let's go over how the London hard fork of Ethereum is going to affect Shiba Inu. So this is a whole thing done by someone in the Sheep Army. So I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm going to kind of skim through it and go over the main points here. So as you know, we just had the whole Ethereum hard fork, right? So tomorrow's EIP-1559 upgrade is going to bring some changes. This post is intended to clear up some confusion of what it brings and how it will change the fees you pay and if it is a good thing. So let's go down here and see if it is a good thing. Why are fees so high? So as everyone knows, Ethereum fees are always high. Gas fees are high. So any ERC-20 like Shiba Inu is going to also have those high fees. So, as anyone who has used ShibaSwap or any of the other Ethereum-based token swaps recently have seen gas fees are outrageous most of the time. So, trading or moving around amounts of tokens less than $100 is almost cost prohibitive. So, because of these fees, 35% and sometimes 50% of the amount being moved. So, that's also why I don't buy stuff, buy a lot of ERC-20 tokens that much, honestly, unless they get put on an exchange where there's not a lot of fees. But if there's a lot of fees, I'm not trying to be involved with it. But anyways, the London hard fork, we were talking about this. The London hard fork is gonna lower fees and stuff. But I already made a video about what the London hard fork is, so definitely check that out. I'll make another one since everything's like rolling out now. I'll make another one about the London hard fork. But yeah, definitely check out the previous one. But anyways, the London hard fork, better known as the EIP-1559, seeks to address this fee problem by instituting an algorithmic cap on fees based on the network traffic. Unfortunately, for a data-driven guy like this guy, you cannot seem to find anywhere in the algorithm where the algorithm is published, right? So if anyone knows this, he wants to know. But anyways, let's keep going down here. So what about the burn? This is the most controversial part of the new EIP-1559 rollout. Ethereum will now introduce a burn mechanism. As you all know, he just posted a huge explanation on why the burn is not always a good thing. So Ethereum gas fees were always paid out to the miner who completed the work. This was their paycheck, the incentive for setting up incredibly expensive and energy-consuming networks of computers to mine and fulfill contracts. These feed pretty much the fees paid for the people, the gas fees paid for all the miners. So EIP 1559 will now burn those fees. So those fees will not go to the miners. They're going to burn those fees. The miner will no longer receive the fees you paid to do the work. So that's a big change. So this will change everything, and I do not believe it will be a good change. So yeah, it's going to be a bad change, for all the ERC-20s and possibly for Ethereum itself. But Ethereum's been doing pretty well amid all this news. So I don't know. What incentives does a miner have to be the highest bidder on your contract? Nobody likes doing work for free. That's very true. So what will happen now? Now, they're saying, in their opinion, that in the short term, the Ethereum network will lose a percentage of miners. They will flee to more profitable mining platforms as the fee profit they are accustomed to seeing will dry up. So this will lead to less miners doing the work, leading to higher network traffic, leading to higher fees, not lower fees. The less people in the pool doing the work, the higher you pay to get the work done. Again, the law of supply and demand kicks in. So this is going to mean for Shiba Inu, the Shiba Inu fees are going to start getting higher and higher. So this will also probably drive the prices down of the ERC-20 tokens. So this is definitely bad, but it's good and bad in a way. But anyways, now you will have a forced fee placed on you by an algorithm. That fee will just get your contract out into the network to be picked up. But what if you do not tip? Then the contracts that have a tip attached will have the highest priority. while miners will drop your contracts since there is absolutely no incentive for them to fulfill it. So wow, this is going to like ruin, the ERC-20 idea. It'll probably ruin Ethereum as well. But anyways, why did they do this? So I don't want to read the whole thing about why he said they'll do it, because he has a whole explanation. But anyways, he says that, personally he's been dumbfounded and have been found for weeks because, EIP 1559, he had hoped that more sane heads would prevail, blah blah blah. And in an effort to control a free market, Ethereum pretty much has decided they no longer want to play by the rules of a free market and institute regulations and artificial limits on how that market works. So they're putting regulations on Ethereum, and they're putting, limits on what you can do in Ethereum and what Ethereum can do itself. So this has never worked out positively, obviously. And now, do I think Ethereum will lose? They say no, but I do believe this will be the catalyst for a mass exodus of networks and swaps using the Ethereum network for the basis of their crypto. So, yeah, he said it will be a catalyst for a mass exodus of networks and swaps using the Ethereum network. So, if you read my post on Burns, pretty much they're saying there's little evidence that Burns actually increases anything. So now what comes out of this? Bring on the Shiba Inu blockchain. This is one of the biggest things going on in Shiba Inu, the Shiba Inu blockchain. Imagine there being a Shiba Inu blockchain, a Shiba Inu blockchain. That's crazy. The IP 1559 will have dramatic effects on the Ethereum network. Over the next year, you'll see a mass exodus of miners, heavy traffic increases, and hard gas fees. This is not hyperbole. This is always what happens when anyone attempts to regulate a free market with restrictions. And this is kind of why I preach Cardano. I like Cardano. I feel like Cardano is going to do way better than Ethereum in the long run. Now, maybe not, topping Ethereum on price, but on gains, I really do feel like Cardano could be that one. So definitely keep watching out for Cardano. And anyways, this also proves that Ethereum is not decentralized, as a very small group of people have decided to impose their will on the rest of the network to achieve personal goals outside the free market. So rather than waiting for market forces to drive the price of their token up, they have imposed artificial supply and demand forces. So all markets correct themselves over time. Ethereum failed to allow for this correction. They failed to allow for it to correct, and they're like, "Now we're gonna artificially do it. We're gonna do this EIP 1559. We're gonna up them gas fees on people. We're gonna, not let the miners get those gas fees. We're just gonna burn those gas fees and not give them to the miners. So the miners have no incentive to actually keep mining and, doing out these blocks. So there's a lot going up on here. This is a really good article here. So definitely check it out. Shout out to the person who put this out on the Sheep Army Reddit. You can definitely check this out yourself. It was posted 12 hours ago. So it's a pretty good statement about what's about to happen here. So my take from this, honestly, if you want to invest in a crypto, invest into one that has their own blockchain, their own smart chain. Like right now, Bitcoin's doing a whole lot of different stuff with a lot of different people, right? There's a lot going on with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin would be good to invest in. Ethereum, they have their own, blockchain, but then with Ethereum, you got to see what the EIP 1559 that they just not released. So with Shiba Inu has no choice but to follow wherever Ethereum goes, because it's an ERC-20 token. So since it's ERC-20, it's on the Ethereum blockchain, anything that happens to Ethereum is now going to happen to Shiba Inu. So that's why I like investing in stuff that has their own chain. Like we got Cardano. Cardano's got their own thing going on. Now we got this Ethereum. Ethereum's got their own thing going on, and there's a lot of different things that have things going on, right? But hopefully we get the whole Shiba Inu blockchain. Like, just imagine a blockchain, just Shiba Inu, a Shiba Inu blockchain. Like, this will literally be the major catalyst that makes Shiba Inu the best crypto out there, or one of the best, because all of the best cryptos have their own blockchain. So we definitely need that here. But anyways, over here, like I said, with the blockchain, some great news. These are the developers and partners for the impending Shiba Inu and will be integral for Shiba Swap. So definitely check out XFund. They're going to be the developers and partners of the Shiba Inu blockchain when that comes out. So hopefully that comes out soon. And yeah, they say a very powerful company. And, they've been farming on Shiba Swap since the launch of Shiba Inu. So they definitely got a lot of skin in the game here. Now, there's some other stuff going on with Shiba Inu. I talked about this yesterday. The Atomic Wallet AMA session with Shiba Inu that's supposed to happen tomorrow on the 6th of August. And then, we just now had this listing on Tixbit with Shiba Inu. So lots of good news here with Shiba Inu. But anyways, the last thing I want to talk about is this guy right here. This guy represents a lot of people inside of the Shiba Inu community, right? This guy represents so many people in the Shiba Army. So he said, I was with Shiba Army hard. I mean, this was my first buy-in. I got in at the all-time high, but I added, a bunch of tokens to my bag from buying the dip. Price hit the 6,000 to 8,000 level, and it hasn't moved since. So this person is just face farming themselves because they invested right at the peak, 0.00002875. The peak was the 3.1 area and the 3.2 area, but he said he invested around 2.875, and honestly, I invested around the 24 area. So when I got in, it was a little bit below him, but then I rode it up to the 32 area. I sold a little bit out, but then it started to drop, and then I sold a little bit more, and then it started to drop, and then I sold a little bit more, and it kept dropping. So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it here, let it do what it does. But yeah, this guy right here represents a lot of people in the Shiba Army because a lot of people lost a lot of money. So even though that says $28, he said he kept buying the dips, kept buying them until he was thousands of dollars in the hole. And yeah, a lot of people got burned by Shiba Inu. So that's why I've been noticing, even the Shiba Inu videos, I make a lot lower views, a lot lower likes. A lot of people are starting to ignore Shiba Inu, and a lot of people are leaving the Shiba Army because of what's happened. But anyways, I still believe in it. We just gotta break the support, honestly. That's all we gotta do. We just gotta go up and just get away from the support and go towards the resistance. But anyways, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. And check out the link in the description for free stock with Robinhood and Webull. And I'll be back with another video. Peace.